Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. I didn't even think to look for I don't see any website. But I'm sure if you look them up, you'll probably find them. I think this is one of my newer decks. Supportive Oracle Cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. rockpoolpublishing.com.au is where you can find them if you want to. Okay. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. Okay. And I usually start off in some fashion saying that I'm Pisces, just in case you're wondering. I don't know why, but oh, I like that. I think, okay, I like something here. I think it's ironic that I like something here, but I'm not exactly sure what. But I feel like something that's been a real problem, I think is going to solve itself. Let's see where we go, because I think that's what's happening. Because it's starting in the environment with the Temperance card. Like, whatever the situation is, things have to come together a little bit better. They have to make a little more sense. It's a slow-moving energy, but something is coming together. And I don't know if you're seeing it in the beginning. Your card is out here with the moon, but it's kind of like the environment is taking a long time to really get things together, for things to really make sense and like fit together like a puzzle. It almost seems like I have the wrong puzzle pieces. It's almost kind of like I got 3 different puzzles, and I don't realize that I have 3 different puzzles, and I'm putting together this one. I got a few different sections together, but I'm not finding anywhere where they all match up. And it's kind of like, wait, this isn't right. What's not right here? It's kind of like I have to first realize that I'm dealing with 3 different puzzles. And it's taking a minute to really get there. Something is really slow to come together. But it's not you, it's what you're dealing with. And I feel like you're trying to work with it. But it's also, it's a weird feeling. On your side, it's kind of like, this shouldn't be this difficult. But you keep working with it, and it's stressful for you. It's kind of like, I do what I can, and I feel like this is a situation where you've been patient with it, and you continually have to be patient with it, and it's kind of like, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, but am I, if this isn't moving on? Like, am I really doing everything I need to do if this isn't getting better? And I keep questioning myself, like, is there something else I'm supposed to do that I'm just not understanding? Like, I don't seem to get other directions here, going a different way. Again, you got your card out here, which is the Pisces card, the moon, the mystery. And Pisces are known for being very mysterious, but it's stressful. I do feel like it's stressful. I do think it's stressful. Because I'm trying to finish it off, or fix it, or finish it, or do something with it. I'm trying to put it in its place, and I just can't seem to do that. Now, there's a time period here where I'm just kind of like walking away from it for a little while. Kind of like I'm giving myself a break. There's only so much I can do with this, and I can't stand it anymore. I'm just going to give myself a break with this altogether. Even though it's the 3 of Wands, I don't think it's a permanent break. I almost feel like I'm going on a little short cruise for a couple days, and I'm coming right back to where I was. But I'm kind of like just walking away from it for a little while. I'm giving myself a break. But I'm also, it's weird, because at the same time I'm giving myself a break, I'm thinking I've done everything I can do with it. As the Pisces energy, I'm like, I don't really know what else I can do with it, so I'm just going to kind of step back for a minute. Which is actually a good thing. Yeah, I feel like when it's happening, I don't know if I'm feeling really good about it, but it is a good thing. You got a lot of 3s going on here. 3 of Wands, and that card is number 33. I'm noticing, like, which is March. March is Pisces. I'm feeling a lot of Pisces energy going on here. Which, I mean, this is the Pisces reading, but there's more to it here. Because I feel like it's like mystery and things haven't come to the surface yet. Because, you know, Pisces is water, but it's kind of like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all of these waters run deep. So it's like when something comes to the surface, it's like, oh, okay. And we're waiting for something to come to the surface. 5 of Cups is telling me something has to come forward. I don't know if I'm waiting for it as much as I need it to happen. It's like, I don't know if I'm expecting something else to change, but I'm getting something does have to change before I can get something better out of this. The energy comes forward, like, it starts off hidden in the environment, but something is coming forward. The realization is made in the environment. Whatever you're dealing with, at some point there's a realization that this isn't going right. It's like somebody keeps trying to help you with something, but then they realize, again, like that 3 puzzles, like they keep working with 3 puzzles thinking it's one puzzle, and then all of a sudden they realize, wait a minute, I got puppies, hot air balloons, and some type of cartoon thing. And like this, I don't understand, how would this all match? Like, this doesn't match. Like, puppies in a little basket in the ground, on the, in a little field, hot air balloons up in the air, and then this cartoon thing going on here. Like, at first, like, all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, this cartoon thing doesn't match. That's their first clue. Like, that doesn't match the rest of this. Like, wait. The puppies and the hot air balloons, I don't think that matches either. Wait a minute. And they're pulling back, and somebody's figuring it out, but it's face down. It kind of makes me wonder if they're like, at first they're figuring it out, but they're like, they're going to keep it to themselves at first, because they're like, oops, I made a mistake, and I don't want to highlight my own mistake. The power comes in with the tower, but the tower is hiding it. Because it is power behind it, but the tower is, and I feel like that's very, very purposeful. Kind of like, things have to kind of crumble down. And when this starts crumbling down, I don't think you're going to know it. Because you got the darkness, you'd have no idea. Because whoever's figuring it out, they don't want to highlight their own mistakes. So they're not going to tell you. It bothers me a little bit because this is something you need to go better. And this is something they know that you've been working on. So it's kind of like, it's better if they actually help you rather than just kind of sit on this and pretend nothing was wrong to begin with. So it's not really the best way to react to that, in my opinion. But I feel like this is, for Pisces, I feel like they're trying to give you a highlight. Like something you walked away from that you might think can't be fixed, or is just, that's as best I can get with it. Something is changing there. You got to keep your eye open for it and keep checking on it. I feel like you got to keep checking on it because you got good cards coming forward. This energy, all it takes is focus. Keep checking on it. Whatever this is, like, it's stressful, but it's like, I don't know what else to do with it. Keep checking on it. Keep your focus. You're never gonna, I don't think you're ever going to find out what really went wrong. You're not going to realize that somebody did something wrong, and then they're like, oh, I did that wrong. Let me fix that. And then later on, you're like, well, I need this. And they're like, well, that's easy. Why don't you just ask before? And you're like, well, I did. They're like, well, we don't see that. And you're like, well, as long as I can get it done, whatever. Because you got the Death card. Death card also talks about Scorpio energy, which is a very powerful energy. Very good, compatible energy with Pisces. It's another water energy. I'm getting, the situation will dislodge and move forward. But with I think the reason I'm connecting to like that Scorpio feel is kind of like it's a jolt forward. It's kind of like all of a sudden, boom, it goes. And I don't think there's any explanation on why, because what I'm getting in the environment is no explanation with the Seven of Swords. Somebody made a boo-boo. Somebody did something they weren't supposed to. And they're like, I'm not going to highlight my mistake. I feel like that's what I'm dealing with. Like, somebody does not want to highlight their mistake. And what I'm getting is, like, when you ask this next time, it's kind of like they just want to keep you happy so you don't ask questions. So keep that in mind. If you don't ask too many questions, it's up to you if you have to or not. But the less you ask, the more they just try to, like, all right, if we can let it go that way, let's just let it go that way. So within reason, they'll just kind of go with what you want within reason, Because the Four of Cups is like, wait, like, it's good, but like, I'm like, why wasn't it good before? Like, why was it a problem before? Like, what? Wait a minute, what? It's kind of like something isn't right here, but I'm also getting you can choose. You can choose to kind of dwell on this and try to figure it out, and maybe, I just feel like that's counterproductive. They're saying go with that King of Cups energy. Be thankful it's finally moving the way it should, and just keep it moving. Put in there what you need to get done. Keep moving forward. And I feel like the energy just kind of is very cooperative with you because, again, I feel like they were like, oops, I made a mistake. I don't want people to realize it. So they're just trying to be cooperative just to kind of like get rid of it. Kind of like just, okay, it's going well now. Okay, we fixed it. It's good. Pisces is happy. All right, as long as the Pisces just is happy over there, let's just move on from it. Pretend nothing was wrong. they just seem to be very cooperative, especially if you're not really asking too many questions and you're just kind of like, okay, this is going the way it should now, and you're just kind of rolling with it. Extremely cooperative, just trying to make it go on and move on, you know. But if you ask questions, I don't know what that's going to do. That might pull in other people. I don't know, it might pull in other people, and I don't know if you want that or not. You have to ask yourself that question. Like, if you just want this to solve and move on, just kind of like, don't ask too many questions, get it done, take care of it. If there's a reason here you're like, well, no, that needs to be called out, realize that other people might have to be added into it, and then it might become an issue, and it might drag on a bit longer. So, I mean, I feel like it's in your court whether that needs to happen or not. I feel like when it starts dislodging, you're going to know what's right for you. Should I just kind of roll with it to move it on and get over it and move on? Or is this something, no, I should call it out. I kind of need to. It might drag it out a little longer, but it's what's right for whatever reason you feel needs to be happening. Are we good? Good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Oh, and the donation information's at the bottom too. So if you're interested in that, I have to remember to mention that. So thank you. You have a good day.